Hey everyone, meet Kevin Paffrath here. In this video, we are going to discuss the disgusting state of censorship in this country. First, we're going to talk about Matt Kohrs. Then we're going to talk about 4 forms of censorship that I have experienced since launching my campaign for governor. And we're also going to talk about massive issues with the media. Also, towards the end of this video, I will be revealing what has been happening to my YouTube income since launching my campaign, and I'll also provide you a teaser as to what's coming tomorrow. So we've got a lot to talk about, and I'm a little pissed because it starts with outrage. Matt Kohrs earlier today was deleted from YouTube, entirely deleted, for covering stocks, but apparently getting flagged as someone who was sharing hateful and harmful content, and therefore his identity was completely deleted from YouTube. I invited Matt Kohrs on my channel to discuss what the heck had happened, why it had happened, and what kind of success he has had getting in touch with YouTube. Unfortunately, he was not having success getting in touch with YouTube, but I have connections at YouTube and immediately sent out not only messages on Twitter, but emails and text messages to folks at YouTube. And I also tagged Charles Payne from Fox Business on Twitter. And together, we were able to, within an hour of me talking to Matt Kohrs, get a response directly from YouTube's creator support team that Matt Kohrs had been inappropriately banned, his channel issue was escalated, and he was reinstated. You could follow sort of this drama by following me at RealMeatKevin on Twitter, and you'll see some screenshots of what the heck is happening. But folks, it is a sad day, or just really a sad time, when someone's identity, their livelihood, could literally get extinguished from the internet like that. To me, that kind of censorship is never acceptable. And quite frankly, I don't think censorship is really ever acceptable. I do believe that there are extreme cases, and we're talking about really extreme, like in the decimals of percentage points, right? Where somebody's like live streaming a murder or something like that. But folks, censorship is so common, it's not just a matter of what happened to Matt Kohrs. It has literally become something that is normal throughout the fabric of our society, and it is broken and it is dangerous. Consider this. In the recall debate in California, or in the recall election in California, I am being prevented from going to a recall Newsom governor debate because Hugh Hewitt, at Hugh Hewitt, who works with the Nixon Foundation, he's the CEO of the Nixon Foundation, is only listing Republican challengers to Governor Newsom. And he's only inviting Republican challengers or the governor himself. Apparently, society doesn't want to know that there is a moderate, strong moderate, Democratic option, and that's me. Yeah, okay, I'm running as a Democrat, but that doesn't mean I don't have middle-of-the-road solutions for California. I'm not a far leftist, I'm not a far rightist. Y'all know that. I'm a common sense person. That's what we need, not identity politics, but simply because of the D, oh, I can't go to a Republican debate, even though they're inviting the governor? That doesn't make sense. This is a recall debate, and they should allow a Democrat, but it's not just that. Remember when we announced that I was running for governor and Instagram deleted my post, and then only after Fox News reached out to them, which ended up running a front page story on this, Fox News ended up getting my post reinstated. But it's not just Instagram. Take a look at this. It's Twitter as well. Hi, Twitter. I received a notification that despite being on the recall ballot for governor, our account is not eligible for verification on Twitter. Why not? Hi, Kevin. Twitter is not currently verifying political candidates prior to primaries next year at this time. Feel free to reach out back to us when you've received your party's primary nomination. Are you kidding me? Like, what is this? First of all, we don't even need to be a candidate to get verification. We meet the notability criteria with our Wikipedia page and our YouTube channel alone, and so they're just totally icing us. Wikipedia is a whole nother story. I mean, people have people send me emails of their debates on Wikipedia, like, Kevin, I tried submitting this new story on Wikipedia, but there are these moderators that sit there and like, no, they're trying to cast you as like a negative landlord influencer. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Like, I don't have anything to do with it. But it's literally every part of our society. But folks, it doesn't just end there. I also went to court. And I will link this video in the description. I went to court to sue to have what people know me as on the ballot. Kevin, meet Kevin Paffrath. and I got denied, despite nicknames being eligible for being on the ballot. I defended myself. You could watch that video. It is linked down below. But folks, then it gets even more ugly, and this is where I tell you it's the fabric of society right now that basically says, you know what? We have a situation of basically ingrained censorship. We have ingrained censorship in our society. It's so normal. The way people prevent folks from speaking, like in the Matt Kohrs example, or deleting their posts or channels, like in my announcement candidacy post, or preventing verification, essentially silencing my credibility on Twitter, right? Or silencing factual recent news publications about me on Wikipedia. Or here's another good one, Axios. Axios just ran a story. They ran this story here, California's recall Circus, and to try to elevate their article, which, by the way, this person did not reach out to me for comment. They just decided to make an article, which is fine. You want to write an article, that's fine. I emailed them and I'm like, hey, you know, you kind of got your facts wrong here, but they didn't reach out to us. But anyway, they do a title called California's Recall Circus, blah, 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 and they talk. Over here, they mention me. Look at this garbage. It's not just Republicans using the race to build a brand. The recall contest was also sprinkled with other more established social media personalities too. Democrat Kevin Paffrath, a real estate agent, sued the California Secretary of State to let him list his popular YouTube channel name, well, Meet Kevin, because that's what people know me as, on the recall ballot. The judge shot down that request, ruling that Meet Kevin was a brand and not a name for legal purposes. Fine, we have a different argument. I'm not going to relitigate that. If you want to see my arguments and why I believe I was actually falsely ruled against, you can literally watch the case right here. But anyway, they put me into this same lump as Mary Carey, a former adult film actress, built a huge Instagram following her fame derived from her 2003 gubernatorial recall run. So basically, they're trying to lump me together with an adult film actress saying, oh, I'm just running to try to get more views. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? I am not running for governor to get more views. If I wanted more views, I would hire more people to just make a news station out of what we already do and provide 3 times the amount of video content that we already do. That would mean I'd be getting more views, more YouTube ad revenue, probably more course revenue or affiliate revenue. There's plenty of money to be made on YouTube. I do not need to run for governor to try to make more money. In fact, let's actually do this, folks. How about we look at what this year actually has looked like so far in terms of my income, just to put this garbage to rest that, oh, somehow I'm trying to run to increase my income. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a custom search, and we're going to only look at what my income has been like from the beginning of the year to when I announced my candidacy, and then what happened over time after that. So first of all, and you know me, I'm Mr. Transparent here, right? I have, in the last 6.5 months, made $2 million in YouTube ad revenue. But look at what's really interesting to note. If you click on revenue here, I announced my candidacy right here in the middle of May, and take a look what's happened. My revenue has plummeted since announcing my candidacy, and I knew this would happen. Why? Because anytime you do something political or you pick a side, you end up alienating some folks who follow you. This is very unfortunate, but it was a risk I was willing to take to try to serve the country that has given me so much. I want to give back. And people are like, oh, sure, you're doing the generic you want to give back argument. Well, yeah, because if I needed more money, I wouldn't run for governor to make more money. First of all, I think it's bogus that people run for office to make money. If I become governor, I'm not going to take the governor's salary. I don't want to get paid to try to serve. That's like, oh yeah, I'll volunteer. Oh yeah, but I'll also take a bunch of money from lobbyists or whatever and get corrupted. That's not me. That's not who I'm. I'm Mr. Transparent. I do not want to be a career politician. I want to try to right the disastrous ship that California is on and fix this. But you can clearly see here, my revenue's gone down. Subscriber numbers have gone down. We actually used to have peaks over here. Got none of that right now. So way fewer subscribers. Watch time's gone down. Views have gone down. Everything has literally gone down. So here you go. You have Axios, a political publication, drawing these conclusions that I'm trying to get popular by running for governor. Are you kidding me? A, you're wrong. B, this is slimy for you not to have reached out or responded to me in email. I hope you fix it because look, there are some great people in the media, okay? Political, Carla over there has been great. Alex, Julia Wick at the LA Times, Alex from Fox 11, Kennedy from Fox Business. These are some really professional people who have interviewed me. Alexa, stop interrupting me. These are some really professional people. You might not like some of them. You might hear, oh my gosh, Fox Kennedy, I don't like that. Look, I'm just saying, to me, they were very, very professional and helpful. Not this kind of stuff. They give you a chance to respond. They give you a chance to talk. They give you a chance to provide insight and answers, and they don't draw their own kind of garbage conclusions like this. This is a sad state for America, folks. This is a sad place that our country has gotten to where censorship is so popular and it's so the norm, and it needs to stop because keep in mind, censorship comes in many different forms. Again, it's not just deleting a YouTube channel. It's not just banning somebody from a platform. It's not just deleting somebody's Instagram post. It's also icing people out of a debate because they have a different identity. It's refusing to verify or basically shadow banning somebody's identity, right? It's also the judicial system shutting down influencer identity. This is a huge, horrible, horrible ruling for the influencer community. But it's also journalists going out of their way to say stuff that just isn't true and not even going through the effort to try to make sure that they get the right answers. Folks, this is the kind of stuff that pisses me off. Now, I'm going to give you an update because I promised you I would. I promised you that I would give you an update on my campaign. So what the heck is going on? Folks, I lost in court a couple days ago. That hurt a lot. It really hurt. But I don't give up when I lose a battle. Tomorrow, we're announcing something incredible. It's going to be mind-blowing. It's going to be so good. What we've literally done is we've taken our entire Meet Kevin brand, turned it upside down, and come up with an entirely new campaign to brand and win the election for governor in the state of California. So stay tuned. What you're going to see tomorrow is the culmination of 48, maybe 72 hours of really, really, really hard work. And I hope you like it. So stay tuned for that, but I'm not giving up. I'm coming back stronger. Thank you so much for your support, everybody. Stop censorship, and we'll see you in the next one.